CBS News chief Washington correspondent and Face the Nation anchor John Dickerson is with us. Good morning.
Good morning, Charlie.
So did Sessions' testimony help or hurt the White House?
It helped the White House because there are three investigations. There's looking into Russian meddling, there's the question of collusion with the Trump campaign, and there's the question of obstruction. Sessions was an obstruction witness. He was there when the president was evaluating James Comey. He was there for some of these conversations, but he didn't answer any of those questions. He answered questions about his own behavior, defended himself against this charge. He had contacts with the Russians. That's on the collusion question. Jeff Sessions is not the center of the collusion story. So he was strong, forceful, gave sound bites that showed up on the news. And that's what the White House wants, because they want to be able to say, this is about, this collusion story, there's nothing to it, so let's put this away. What's still out there, though, of course, is the obstruction story, but there was no real new ground.
But the collusion is where he's recused himself.
The obstruction of justice is where he's recused himself. In other words, any conversation he had with the president about James Comey or about the investigation or about anything having to do with that, he said those are private conversations with the president, and I'm not going to talk about those.
That seemed to frustrate a lot of his former colleagues yesterday. He was at times defiant and defensive. They seemed very angry. Did we learn anything at all yesterday that we didn't know?
And he's defiant and defensive because he's fighting charges that are basically all just rumors and kind of, whoa, questions about you, Jeff Sessions. Yeah. And so he had all access to real anger on that. He did not get as angry about the suggestion the president might have interfered in the investigation, but he gave no answers because he said the president might assert executive privilege. The president has not yet, but in order for that story to continue, Congress would have to hold Jeff Sessions in contempt. Republicans are not likely to do that.
Another big story not to get lost here is, as Major Garrett reported, the president met with senators and told them, the Republican senators, that their health care version to repeal Obamacare is mean.
Yeah, so this is a leak coming from Republican senators, by the way. Also, just as we keep track of leaking in Washington, the leak out of this meeting, it's extraordinary because the president has now just put a really damaging word on the House bill. Right. Democrats are going to pick up on this. And also, the president is judging this bill. He talked about generous, kind, and with heart. That's not territory that Republicans want to defend this bill on. They wouldn't have defended on giving personal freedom, helping the market work better. If the president keeps defining it on those generosity terms, that's playing to a strength that Democrats have. It allows people to talk about this bill in terms of who it covers and also Medicaid coverage. So that's not great messaging from the president.
Thanks, John. It's good to see you.